I'm not going to come at you and say that this team is accessible, but this is one of the best hybrids I have seen in a while. Level Limit Break 5, Limit Break Expanded, 6 plus Sabo. Alongside the Carrot and Wanda, not Carrot and Wanda, Carrot, Dogstorm, and Cat Viper Legend, is one of the best hybrids, especially for this piece of content. There is Paralysis, Special Rewind, that both Sabo get around with his kit. They both work with Strength, Dex, Quick Legends. Sabo gives an attack boost over 2 stages, and Wanda, okay, not Wanda, Carrot, Dogstorm, and Cat Viper gives a attack boost based on damage reduction, as well as getting around the attack down on stage 4. These two work really well, especially considering we are using both of the new rare recruits in this team. And then for the last two characters, we have Odin as well as Kuzan. Now, Kuzan is amazing for this quest, definitely not going to be replaced anytime soon. Odin, however, is just kind of a filler unit. It's that good that we can run a level 100 plus team and have a filler character on the team. So these two really work so well together that we don't even need a 6th unit on this team. So let's get straight into the team. In terms of supports, we are running Fisher Tiger on the Straw Hats. They are great for giving the enemy an increased damage taken on the final stage. And then we can use our Yamato and Momo. They will give a conditional attack boost that procs the that is procced by the Fisher Tiger support. Then we have the Shinobu rare recruit on our Odin, which is just there to make sure that we have enough HP for the Carrot and Wanda Captain on the 3rd stage to get around the enemy's defensive effects. Then we have Ace, who's just there for a bind reducing support, so you can be replaced by anyone else who reduces bind by 1 turn or more. And then the Whale Shark's ship is not required. Use anyone that is your highest damage dealing ship. That's about it for the team. Kuzan is great for getting around the rewind on the final stage alongside the captain ability of your Sabo. It's 4 turns of rewind, so two turns from the captain of Sabo, and then another 2 turns from the Kuzan special. Kuzan also gets around bind and gives us a chain lock, so overall a very helpful character. We are using Carrot and Wanda, of course, as I've emphasized how great of a hybrid they are. Start in their strength form, please, because we need to make sure that they are in the strength form on the final stage, having type advantage against the enemy. So this team is 1 turn of stall. The only reason we are stalling is so that we can get the super swap of Carrot and Wanda charged. So use that on the first stage, and the second turn of the second stage, so that we can make sure that the super swap is ready for the final stage. Make sure to not use the Wano Orb on your Yamato and Momo. This ensures that we do get... Actually, no. Scratch that. We do not need to get around defense up on the final stage. So you don't have to worry about keeping that Wano Orb. Just saying. So make sure you do swap and still 1 turn on the second stage. It's all perfect so that we do get the super swap for the final stage. And you do see that Sabo's cooldown is not ready yet, but definitely don't worry about that. He will be ready by the final stage. We are actually losing HP every single turn from the captain ability of Carrot. As you can see, a lot of defensive effects on the 3rd stage, all of which are negated by the captain ability of Carrot. At this point, you can use Odin to get around the block orbs and give a base attack boost. As you can see, it's very replaceable. You could just hit a perfect on your Yamato and Momo, and that would kill them anyways. So yeah, Odin is definitely not required on this team. I'll probably replace him with someone who gives us a color affinity boost, or who is going to get around the attack down so that I can actually use the special of Carrot and Wanda on the final stage instead. And that'll boost our damage quite significantly. But I will come out with that a bit later on. It will probably be necessary for level 150 plus. So I'll release another video with that later on. At this point, swap again, of course. And then we can just kill off Kanjuro. So on the 4th stage, we are going to be facing Orochi in his base form. And this one, we are using a lot of specials. Well, actually not a lot. We are just using both of our captains. And that's going to get us set up for the final stage. First, use the swap effect of Carrot and Wanda, though, to get them into their super swap ready form. Also, I'm just going to call them Carrot and Wanda from now on. I'm getting sick of trying to think about what they're actually called. we are going to be using our Sabo, and this is why his level limit break 5 is required, so that he reduces 6 turns of paralysis. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but Whale Sharks is indeed required. Unless you put a paralysis reducing support on one of your characters, you could add Nami Legend Sai to your Yamato and Momo. That'll get around 1 turn of paralysis. Otherwise, you need Whale Sharks or any other ship that gets around 1 turn of paralysis. Just had to get that out of the way. I completely forgot about that. We do get inflicted with 7 turns of paralysis. Sabo gets around 6. Now we can use the special of Kaido and Wanda. That's going to get around the attack down. And that's basically it. Our type orbs are weak because of the enemy's buff, but either way, our attack boosts are so great that we can just kill him anyways. Either way, Odin and Yamato and Momo will get around that with their 1 orbs. Of course, also hit 2 perfects to get the attack boost from your Sabo for the final stage as well. And we do get burn, and it's very annoying, but as long as you are careful to not hit your rush too many times and you'll lose all your HP, then you should be fine. We do have a lot of HP at this point, especially with the healing from the specials of our rare recruits. You don't need to worry about HP, just be careful a bit. You can use the super swap of your Kaido and Wanda to get a 1 orb and get into the dual form, as well as give us a huge orb boost. Well, not really huge, but it's sufficient. Use the super class, and first use your Luffy. It'll activate the Fisher Tiger support and give the enemy damage reduction, or increase damage taken, I mean. And then use your Yamato and Momo and proc it, as well as buff the existing increased damage taken. Finally, use your Odin just for an extra base attack boost. Once again, not doing much. And then you can tap the second tap with Carrot and Wanda. That will start the rush. But basically, I would recommend that you stop the rush basically as soon as you start it, because that is going to mitigate the amount of HP you could lose. So that's going to look something like this. And we can tap with the rest of our units and kill off Orochi. So we do have another strength character in our Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. So they can deal a lot of extra damage. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. But as I said, if I do make one small replacement and change Odin out for someone else, then the damage will go up dramatically. So thank you guys for watching. A bit of an odd video. This is a very niche legend that not a lot of people will actually recognize, but he works really well with the rest of the team. So just tell me, I'm telling you that you do need expansion as well as level limit break 5 for Sabo, otherwise the team will not work. If he's not level limit break 5, he will not have his special, which is required. If he's not expanded and level limit break 3, then he will not have the rewind negation in his captain. So you do need both of those. And of course, both of the rare recruits. So this is great if you did get shafted and you did a lot of multis, but you only got the rare recruits. Or if you got very lucky like me and only did a few multis but got the rare recruits, then these teams will be for you. So thank you guys for watching. I will be back with a 150 team. Once I make slight changes to that team, the damage should easily be able to handle level 150. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and I'm out.